Hey there, fellow wet shavers. Brian here with the Wet Shave Experience. Thank you for tuning in today. Today's shave, we are going to feature PAA, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrement Supreme Sandalwood. I do have the matching splash. I'm going all PAA today, folks. I got the PAA DOC double open comb Ascension with the flare tip on the bottom, adjustable. I've got the PAA Amber Aerolite brush, and I've got my bowl, and we are lathered up. All right, I'm gonna wet the face and we can get started today. Hope everybody had a good week. It is Friday, TGIF, folks. I am glad. So we are getting closer and closer to our 300 subscribers. I just checked this morning. We're at 281, so we are 19 away. So welcome all you new subscribers. Hopefully you enjoy what you're seeing on the channel. And those of you that have been around for a while or from the beginning, appreciate the support. This channel started the week of Halloween 2020, so it's not a very old channel. I started just kind of on a whim, and I had a bunch of soaps that I bought for Halloween week, and I recorded those and loaded them up. And I started a channel and realized it was on my personal account and I needed to separate those two. So there's a bunch of old videos that look like they were all uploaded at the same time, but they were actually uploaded sequentially on my old channel. And so anyways, that was a bit of a mess, but those of you that survived the transition do appreciate that. All right, so we are gonna go with some Supreme Sandalwood today. I really enjoy Sandalwood. I've used this, I think, once before on the channel, not all that long ago. I think on Douglas's birthday, actually, is kind of a tribute to Douglas, PAA. So I think that video, although it's been watched, I think I had my kids both in there. I almost didn't post that video because there was some fighting, and anyways, it was quite the video. I haven't watched it in a while, but anyways, so far I'm kid-free, although my son did come. I was on the Peloton bike this morning for about 30 minutes, and my son came down about halfway in my ride, and I was like, please go back upstairs and go back to bed with mommy. And he just laid on the couch for like 20 minutes while I finished my ride, and then I was able to bring him upstairs and put him in bed with my wife so he'd fall back asleep. So I think he's still asleep. But anyways, I enjoy Sandalwood, and I saw some posts recently on a couple of the Facebook groups I'm in. I can't remember which one it was, asking just, people ask, if you're not in any Facebook groups, check them out. But just a couple questions that people have asked over the last few days, and I think these were separate, but asking about the best Sandalwood. And so it just kind of got me in the Sandalwood mood. I haven't used a straight Sandalwood in a while. I don't have a lot of just Sandalwood. In fact, I think this is my only Sandalwood that's just straight up Sandalwood. Although I do have Paraso Red, so I do enjoy both these scents very much. And I'm using a first use Nasset blade in here. I just put it in this morning. This is a very smooth razor. I do enjoy this razor. So I actually got all of this for Christmas. So PAA had this special going on for Christmas where you got a soap set and you had a choice between a few, but not all of them were available. And then you got a, it came in this like canvas stocking that was pretty cool. And so you got a soap set, you got the stocking, you got this razor, and you got a cube, one of the pre-shave cubes, which I only have used once. I don't use pre-shave much, but it was like a Christmas scent, so I don't really use it much. But maybe I'll break it back out when we get towards Christmas or something. I don't know. It probably is not strong enough where it would interfere with my soap and splash in the long run, but just haven't used it much. And then you got a Christmas ornament, and I don't know, you got a couple other things, some samples of some star jelly and some various things that came along with it. I don't know if I'm missing anything, but anyways, it was like $189 value or something like that for like 99 bucks. And so anyways, I had asked my wife, I sent it to her and said, hey, this would be a cool Christmas gift. So my point was I got the razor and the Supreme Sandalwood is what I chose. Oh, I got a deodorant out of that as well. And so it was the Supreme Sandalwood deodorant, which I really like. I don't know if any of you have used the PAA deodorant. I really like the way it smells, but it's very chalky or chunky. So I find that chunks kind of come out. You know, I don't shave, I don't groom my pits, so I don't know if it's just the hair or what. But anyways, but I do enjoy the smell of it. So anyways, welcome new subscribers. We are at, I think we're at 281, so we are 19 away from the giveaway. If you haven't entered the giveaway, there's still time to do so. You can go back to the giveaway video, watch it. There's instructions in there exactly how to enter. I tried to respond to everybody at this point that I got a little bit behind, so really have a lot going on, both work and home-wise lately. So I think I've responded or at least acknowledged and hearted your comment. So if you didn't get a response from me, sometimes YouTube eats video or eats comments. You might want to re-comment maybe, and then make sure a couple of folks I messaged because they didn't quite get the phrase in there exactly accurate, and I want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to enter. So you got to make sure that I'll talk about here, the thank you John is all one word, and you got to get the hashtag in front of that to make sure that I think the random commenter will pick up your comment. So we are 19 folks away, so that's not all that many. I think I did that video over the weekend, so here we are on Friday, and I think we were at 259 or something like that when I posted that. So we've got a few folks that have signed up this week, so that's awesome. And this PAA Supreme Sandalwood is in the CK6 formula. I don't know if that's on here. Yep, there you go, CK6. And that was what was available in the stocking bundle. I have a few other PAA soaps and that are not in CK6 or in the CK1. And I haven't really done a side-by-side comparison. Maybe I should do that at some point, but I personally don't see a huge difference in the shave experience between the CK1 and CK6. I know that there are a lot more butters and everything else. They say the post-shave and the skin nourishment and everything is better in the CK6. And it is more expensive, but you do get 1 more ounce, so you do have to take that into consideration. It's a 5-ounce tub rather than a 4-ounce tub. You're going from about $4 an ounce in the CK1 to about $5 an ounce in the CK6, although there is a little bit of a break if you buy the bundle on PAA's website. If you get the splash and the soap, you get like I think a $5 break, so that brings the soap cost and or splash cost down a little bit. So it's definitely worth getting both at the same time if you're gonna get them and get that break. This razor, I really like. It's very, what do you say, concave? Is that the right word? I don't know. I can't remember all my terminology, but it has a very, very big arc on it. I don't know. Probably not using the right terms there, but anyways, versus say, and I think I put it away, but well, I have this one out. You can kind of see the difference of the head geometry between, this is a Mercure 34C, and this is the DOC Ascension adjustable. So, and then I drop that in the sink. And then this is adjustable by just loosening basically the handle. This flare tip comes off and you can change it to customize your razor, but I think there's a purple one and a red one, but this is not how it adjusts. You actually just adjust the handle. And there's so much tension on the blade that as you loosen this, you still get enough tension where the blade's not gonna move, but the blade starts to flare out. So you get more blade exposure that way, and I guess a more aggressive razor if you do that. I haven't tightened all the way down. I prefer a less aggressive razor and less blade feel myself. So I have tried it on the channel and loosened it a few times, and it's pretty much, it's self-adjustable, so you could really kind of dial it in. You don't have to hit a number like you do on some of the adjustable ones. It doesn't click in place or anything like that at a setting. So you could really just kind of tweak it to however you want. The only downside of that to me is that once, like if you found a place that you really liked and you could take it apart to change the razor, you really kind of got to do it by feel. So you got to really find that spot again. So anyways, that's the only, I guess, downside to having the adjustable the way it is without having a number. So you're not going to go back and go, I'm on 3 every time, and do it that way. But I do like the customizability of the tension on there and how you can set that yourself. All right, so I am gonna get into pass 3 here. So my Peloton bike challenge wraps up this weekend. So we're doing this FTP test, which is like a functional threshold power kind of thing. It's a type of training and classes that they have, and they had this challenge. My wife and I joined it. It was like an 8-week challenge. So you get on a team, and then you have to do 3 rides a week. Well, I mean, you're supposed to do 3 rides a week, and then there's an optional alternative ride. So I did that this morning. It was only a 30-minute ride. And then at the end of this, so you take this test to basically try to measure your fitness level. And then when you ride, based on that test results, you get assigned these zones for basically output zones. And so then you train through those zones. And so when you retest, if you've been riding for a while, your zones kind of move up. And then so, you know, whatever your zone 2 was is now higher. So anyways, I'll be retesting this weekend and to kind of see what progress I've made in the last 8 weeks. So that's kind of cool. I have done 100% of the rides, and so has my wife. So so it's been 4 rides a week. The longest ride was 90 minutes, which was last Saturday. Typically they're 45 to 30 minutes during the week, and then Saturdays are usually an hour or 75 minutes or 90 minutes. All right, enough about the Peloton. Like I said, I do enjoy this razor. I think on the tightest setting, when it's all the way tightened down, I would call it a fairly mild razor. The NASA blade is working great in here. The NASA has become my go-to blade. I think with the double open comb, you do get a little bit more blade feel, which I prefer less blade feel, but it's not too much. I think I might have got myself right there. So not a perfect shade today, but hey, that's okay. So I don't do the typical traditional fool's pass all the way against the grain in the mustache area. I just kind of do this hybrid thing. I like that this gets around my nose fairly easy. And the blade kind of comes almost pretty close to the end here, but that was one thing that with the Rockwell 6S, the adjustable, the blade was really kind of far in from the end, and I had a harder time getting around my nose. That would be my only knock on the Model T. It's kind of cool how this leaves, like the double open comb, it like leaves. It's kind of hard to see maybe now, but it leaves like the lather channels on your skin. I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's like All right. I'm going to do a little cleanup here on the neck. Yep, there we go. Still some feedback. All right, yep, got myself right there today, folks, but that's all right. So hopefully we'll hit 300 soon. We'll get that set of 345 soap given away. Again, if you haven't had a chance to enter, go back, watch the video, and you can still enter. I am gonna rinse the face. Those of you that are tuning in to see my little special guest, Isaac, today, sorry to disappoint you. Looks like he obviously did go back to sleep. They were up a little late last night. All right. So next week, my daughter goes back to in-person school here. So we have not been in person. So she's in kindergarten. She went to preschool, which is like 3 days a week, but she's been in kindergarten. She's never been stepped foot in an elementary school. So it'll be really cool. Right. Always a challenge. There's like a trick to this. The restrictor on here is built into the to the bottle. So, you know, it's quite a wide thing. So it's easy to over pour. Let's see if we can, there we go. Got plenty, but you know what? There's plenty in that bottle. Got a little sting there. There's plenty of alcohol in there. But, ooh, the Supreme Sandalwood. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna top it off to show you. I'll show what I was talking about if you're still there. But this is the deodorant, which I use sometimes, but I'm gonna use it today. But this is what I'm talking about. So it's, it smells really good, but it's kind of a mess a little bit. It kind of gets all over the place. And you can see here, like these things will end up in your arm, and I kind of gotta go like this and kind of rub it in. Ultimately, it's fine. It doesn't, I mean, it eventually all rubs in and doesn't cause any problems, but just different than any deodorant that I've ever tried. But I think it's a much more natural deodorant than anything else. What does it say? No parabens, 0 propylene glycol, 0 alcohol, and 0 triclosan. So it's not an antiperspirant. It is a true deodorant, which I don't wear an antiperspirant anyways. It gives me a skin reaction, so I always just use a plain deodorant regardless. But I usually use, and this is Sandalwood. This is my usual go-to. I actually have the matching shampoo and the matching body wash, but I found this Timber, which is, it says with sandalwood, so it's got some other stuff in it, but I really like this scent. I think it would be a cool soap scent, by the way, if there's any artisans that happen to watch this. So I'm gonna use this today and put this on, so I'll be smelling all sandalwood today. All right, so thanks for tuning in, folks, and we'll see you soon on the channel.